Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt, especially this one, because, well, we'll get to that later. Um, but there's a lot, this is considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. This is a chaos construction puzzle, which in general, I don't think I've ever had a chaos construction that I would consider easy. They all were always challenging or harder difficulty. So, yeah, take that easiness with a grain of salt here. Anyways, this puzzle is called Calm Chaos by Mello Robinson. And here are the rules. We need to divide the grid into 9 orthogonally connected regions, each containing the digits 1 through 9, so that there are no repeats in any row, column, or 9-cell region. And what an orthogonally connected region is, for example, this is a valid orthogonally connected region. Because, oh, green's not a good choice here, but anyways, let's make it pink. Okay, so that's a little clearer. So what it means to be orthogonally connected as a region is you can go from any cell in the region to any other cell in the region just by going through edges, all while staying within the region. So this is a valid region. This would not be because this cell, to get to any other cell in the region, has to either go through a corner, or if it goes through edges, it has to exit the region before actually being able to go to any other cell in the region. This also would not be valid because even though they can go to each other by going through edges while staying within the region, they can't go to any other cell in the region by going through edges while staying within the region. So those are examples of how orthogonally connected regions work. We also have, along a green line, each pair of adjacent digits first are in... Okay, yeah. Along a green line, each pair of adjacent digits, if they are in the same region, they must be consecutive. If they are in different regions, they must have a difference of 5 or more. So if they're in the same region along a green line, so say these two are in the same line and they're consecutive, they must be consecutive because they are in the same region here. So if for example this was a 6, this would have to be a 5 or 7 to make sure that these digits are consecutive. So they act sort of like as a white crop key dot there. If, however, they are in different regions, they must have a difference of 5 or more. So in this case, they would act like a whisper 5 line or a German whisper line. So for example, if this were, say, 3, and this was a region here, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. We also have digits in a cage do not repeat and must sum to the indicated total. So for example, these two digits must add up to 14, these two must add up to 12, these three must add up to 9, etc., etc. So this digit, if it were, say, a 5, that would force this to be 9 here, because these two digits would have to add up to 14. And this is killer cage Sudoku. So that's how example of how killer cages work. And finally, we have just one region border has been given. So this is definitely a region border. So this cell must be from a different region than this. And that's all it means. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. The one thing I see here are the cages. So this has to be 1, 2, 3 adding up to 6 because digits in cages do not repeat and they must sum to a total. So that means this is at minimum 1, 2, and 3. which it has to be, because if you add any more, you won't get a sum of 6. So this must be 1, 2, 3. None of them are 5 away from each other. So that means this must be in the same set. So this is 1, 2, and 3 here. And they have to be consecutive with each other. So the only digits consecutive with both is 2. So this is 2, which makes this a 1, 3 pair here. And these all are in the same region. Same here. We have a 24 here, so it must be 7, 8, 9. And these all must be in the same region also. And the only digits which is consecutive with both, with the other two digits, is 8. So this is 8, which forces this to be 7 or 9. Here, it has to be the digits. Okay, so to add up to 8, it's either 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3, 5. 2 can't be here, so this can't be 6. If this is 1, 3, and they're in the same region, it would have to be 2 here then. So this cannot be the same region here, because if this were the same region, all of this would be in the same region, and we already have a 1, 2, 3 in this region. So this must be a border here. Also, we're going to do the borders around the entire grid. But since these are different regions, there must be a difference of 5 or more. Well, the only difference you could have of 5 or more here is 1 being here and 7 being here. So this must be 1, which makes this 7, which makes that 1. That makes this a 3. So this must be a different region here, too, because we already have a 1 in this region here. So this is a different region. This has to be a combination of 3, 9, 4, 8, or 5, 7. 8 can't be here, so this can't be 4. Again, if this were the same region here, the problem is that would force this to be 8, because that's the only digit that's consecutive with 7 or 9. But then we already have this region of here, which has an 8. So this would all be the same region, so that's not possible. So this cannot be the same region. Therefore, there must be a difference of 5 between these cells, and this can only be 3 and 9. So that's 7. Therefore, this is 9 there. This has to be a different region because it already has a 9 in this region. So it's the same thing. Remaining digits in row 4 are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These two add up to 14, so it's 5, 9, or 6, 8 here. This can't be 7, 8, or 9. This can't be 9 because of the 9s in the columns. This adds up to 21. What are the possible combinations? And they add up to 21 without a 9, because we have a 9 here and a 9 here. Therefore, it has to be 6, 7, 8. And 7 cannot be here because of the 7 in the column, so this must be 7 here. This must be 6 or 8. The problem is these digits either must have a difference of 5, which 6 or 8 does not have a 7 or 9, or it must be consecutive. So this has to be 8, which makes this a 6 here. Therefore, these are all in the same region here. Okay, so actually we're going to make this... Oops. We're going to make this light, and then this will be pink. So this has to be a different region than 1, though, because that's a difference of 5 here, and they are not consecutive. So this has to be here. This digit, 6, can only be 5 or more away from 1, but we already have a 1 in the column. So this has to be consecutive with 6, and it cannot be 7, so this has to be 5. And these are the same region too. But it could be part of blue, it could be part of pink. We don't know which. This is a different region here. Can this ever be 6 or 8? And I think the answer to that is no. It could be 6, actually. What are the remaining possibilities for digits here? To add up a 12, it would be 3 and 9, but we can't have a 3 in either of these spots, so it cannot be 3 or 9. It could be 4 and 8 if this is 8 and that's 4. It could be 5 and 7 if this is 7 and this is 5. So those are the only possibilities here. If this is 4, it can only be next to have a difference of 5 with 9 here. So this cannot be, and if it's 5, 5 can't have a difference of 5 with any other normal digit, 5 or more with any other digit in normal Sudoku. So if this is 4, this has to be 5. If this is 5, this has to be 4 or 6 here. So 5 is guaranteed to be one of these two digits. Remaining digits in this cage. Okay, so these digits could be 1, 2, 6. So if that's the case, this is 1, this is 2, 6 as a pair. It could be 1, 3, 5 if this is 1 and this is 3, and that's 5. It could be 2, 3, 4 if this is 3, this is 2 or 4. So those are the possibilities there. These digits have to be either 1, 5 or 2, 4. Actually, we have in column 6, the remaining digits are 1 through 6. So this can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row. These are 1 through 6, 1 through 6 here. Okay. These could be part of the same set here. We don't know. Remaining digits in row 5 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What other possibilities are there? So this has to either be consecutive with this digit or have a difference of 5 from that digit. Well, that means this is 4 or 8 here. 8 is not consecutive with any of these digits, and it's not 5 or more away from any of these digits. So this cannot be 8. This has to be 4, which makes this consecutive with 5. That's consecutive with 6. So these are all in the same region. And it cannot be the pink region. Therefore, it must be a separate one. We're going to make this medium gray. This cell can only be medium gray because of the way that this line works, you have a difference of 5, so they must be different regions. And this has a 1 already, so this has to be a different region. So this must be part of the gray region. This 5 eliminates 1 and 5 in the rest of the column, so this becomes a 2, 4 set. That leaves these digits as 1 and 3. This can't be 4 anymore, so this cannot be 2, 3, and 4. Therefore, this must be 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. So either way, this is 1. This can't be 2, 6 because of the 6 in the row, so this must be 1, 3, and 5. 5 can never be 5 or more away from another digit in normal Sudoku. So that means this has to be all the same region, and they're consecutive. So this is 4, this is 2, this has to be 6 then, and 8. And these are all the same region. Well, they can't be part of this region because this already has a 4, 5, and 6, so this has to go this way then to connect. Well, maybe not completely. We know these are separate regions though, so this is a border. It has to connect one way here, but we don't know if it could go like this. No, it can't go around. If it tries to go around here, what is a cell? It has to be part of the region. Same with this one. To go this way, it can't go around here because that would block off that region. So these are both dark then. This digit cannot be consecutive because if it were consecutive, it would have to be a 5. So this must be 5 or more away, which it can only be 1 here. Not 2, 1. So this cannot be 1 here. This can't be 1 here. This can't be 5. This can't be 5 because one of these has to be 5 here. This 8 eliminates 8 here. So this must be 7 and 5. That 5 is consecutive with 4 or 6 here. This can't be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 4. That makes this a 9. Okay, 4 remaining digits in column 9. Sorry, column 5 are 2, 3, 4, and 9. That's why I was thinking 9. 5 can never be 5 or more away from another digit, so this must be consecutive. So this must be 4. That eliminates 4 in the rest of the column. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the row. So this must be either consecutive, which makes this a 3, or it's 5 away from 4, which makes this a 9. So this is 3 or 9. It cannot be the same region because this is 1, 3, 5. If this is consecutive in the same region, that would be 3, which is not allowed. Okay, so we also know this is different region because this can't be the same region as this. So this must be, okay, this region cannot go this way because we already have a 1. So this is blocked off this way. This must be the medium gray region, so it's different than this. So this is blocked off that way, and this must be 5 or more away from this, so this is 9, which makes this 3. This can't be 3 or 9, so it's 2. So these are all the same region. This is not 5 or more away from 4. 1 and 3 are not, so this has to be consecutive with 4. So this is 3, which makes this 1. 3 cannot go here. This gray region cannot go that way, so it must go this way. Because we already have a 3 in the region, we need a 2 and an 8 left, right? This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column, so this must be 8. And this gray region still needs a 2. So it has to go that way, which means it goes there. So this is done as a region, and this is 2. Could not go that way, but yeah, these are separate regions. So we have all this gray region done. This is a separate region. These are all the same region. You could have 2 here. 2 eliminates 2 here. So we have a 4, 6 pair in row 5, which eliminates 4 and 6 in the rest of the row. So this is 2. Remaining digits in row 2. We have what? Okay, so these cannot be consecutive because 1 is only consecutive with 2. So that means this must be 6 or 7 here. It can't be 6 because of a 6 in the column. So this has to be 7, and these are different regions. Interesting. Guess we'll make this orange. Dark cannot go this way for the 3. This digit cannot be 1 or 2, which would be 5 away from 7. So this must be consecutive with 7. And can't be 8 because of 8 in the row. So this is 6. This is the same region. 6 would have to be away from 1 if these are not the same region. Sorry, 5. It has to be 5 or more away from 1 only. And this can't be 1 because of the 1 in the column. So this has to be 5. Which means it's the same region here. This must block off one way or the other. And then this has to go the other route, I guess. This needs... we need X to an 8. Remaining digits in column 6, then. Or 7. Column 7 are 2, 6, 7, 8. This cannot be 2 because of the 2 in the row. This can't be 7. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the row. This must be either consecutive with 3 or 1, or 5 or more away from 3 or 1. So it could be 2 here. It cannot be 6, because that's not consecutive with 3 or 1, or 5 away from 3. Can't be 7, so this is 2 or 8 here. This has to be a different region, because it's not consecutive. So this is that way. This is blocked as a region. This could be the same region. We don't know. Remaining digits in row 1. We have 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 6. Cannot be 8. Actually, this one has to be orange, because there's no other region it could be part of. So this can't be 7 either. This cannot be 1, 7, or 8. This can't be 9. This can't be 7. Okay. These are definitely the same region. They could be part of this region here. Okay. What are the remaining digits in row 2? We have 3 and 5. And this 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 3, which makes this 5. Remaining digits in row 3 could be 2, 4, 8, 9. This cannot be 2 or 8 because of 2, 8 in the column. No 2 here. No 9 here. So... Okay. One of these 2 digits is a 2. These are the same region. This is the same region. So I guess we can make that green. Okay. If it tries to... Okay, so if the dark region tries to go this way, how many cells does it have to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there was to block off this region from being a 9-cell region, which is not valid. So this cannot go this way. It has to go this way then, and reach this too. So this must go this way then to release out. So this cannot be 6 or 7, it's 8, which means this can't be 8, so it's 2. So this is all the same region. This could be orange or it could be dark. We don't know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at least. And then this could be 9, or 9 could go... Cannot go here because that would block this cell from having a region. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. So this is guaranteed to be part of orange. So it's at least here. And this could be the same region. So this cannot be 6 because of the 6 in the region then. 4 is not consecutive with any digit. So if this is 4, this would have to be 9. If this is 9, this would have to be 8. So those are the only possibilities. So if this is 4, this is 9. If this is 9, this has to be 8. So one of these has to be a 9, which eliminates 9 in the rest of the row. This can't be 8, so this has to be 9 and 4. So these are different regions. because there's a difference of 5 there. So this must be orange, which makes this not... This 4 eliminates 4 here, so that's 1, which makes this 9. So that's done as a region. The dark, again, has to continue out this way, because it cannot block off this cell from having a region. The remaining digits... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold up, we have a problem here. This is 4 and 9. Oh! This could also be 9. Oh, wait, hold up. That's not... Okay. Oh, this could be... No, this has to be orange, so this can't be 6. If this is 4, this has to be 9. If this is 9, it could be 8, 1, or 4 here. So that's that. So this, if this is 4, this is guaranteed to be 9. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the row. So these have to be different cells. Because those are different cells, this must be part of the orange region because there's no other place for the orange region to go. This becomes a 4-9 pair. That forces this to be 1. This is done as a region. The dark region cannot block off the 1, so it has to go down. And the remaining digits in the dark region are 7 and 9. This can't be 9 because of the 9 in the row, so this is 7, which makes that 9. 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 4. This can't be 4, so it's 9. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row, so that makes this 4. This has to be its own region because it can't escape out anywhere else. So this can't be 1, 4. This has to be 6 or 7 here. So, and the remaining digits are 6 and 7 here. These have to be consecutive because they're not 5 or more away from each other. So this must be 6, which makes this 7. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 6 and 4. It also eliminates 4 here. This can't be 4 anymore either, and this can't be 4 anymore. So this is all the same region there. This is a separate region here. That's done. This light needs access to a 1. It cannot go through here because this is 4 and 5 and it already contains 4 or 5. So it must access this. So this must be the same region as this. Therefore, to connect, it has to connect with 2 digits, and it must be here. So this is light. This has to be the same region as green because there's no other place for it to go. So this is done as a region here. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so this must be 8, which makes this 9, which makes this 2. The light is done as a region 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This has to go this way. So it's likely blue. This 2 eliminates... This can't be 2 or 8, so this must be 6, which means this can't be 6 or 8, so it's 7. Yeah, this might be a different one. Okay. Remaining digits in row 6. We have 1 through 5. And this can't be 1, 3, or 5, so it's 2 or 4. 1 through 5 here. This can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 2, 3, or 4. This can't be 4 or 5. This can't be 2, 3, or 5. Okay. Remaining digits in column 9. We have 3 and 5. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 5, which makes that 3. Remaining digits in column 8. We have 2, 4, 8, and 9. This can't be 9, this can't be 2, 4, this can't be 2. Okay. So 3 and 5. Yeah, I think this is a separate region. So this one, if we try to have this as a different region going out this way. So it cannot be, okay. If we try to connect this to here, the problem with that is this 7 can't go. I guess it could go 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, if it tries to connect it this way, okay, yeah, this has to go through 8 and 9, or it has to go through 7. So this cannot be the same region as this. So we're going to mark this as blue. This will go through a 7 and an 8 or 9. So it's blocked from here. And it's blocked here. So this must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It needs access to the 6. Yeah, so how does this needs access to a 1? The only access to a 1 it can have is here, because this is blocked from a region. So this is actually all the same region. So then this has to be a region here. So this is blue. And then this is blocked with this region. So this is all one region. And this must be the same region. So this has to be yellow because there's no other place for these 3 cells to go. So this goes this way. This is done then. Let's see. What else do we have? Remaining digits in column 2. We have 1, 2, 3, and 6. And this can't be 2, 3. This can't be 6. This can't be 1, 2, 3. That makes this a 6. So this is 6, which makes this 1. Neither of these can be 1 then. Remaining digits in column 3. We have 1, 5, 7, 8. This can't be 5, 7. This can't be 1, 5. This can't be 1, 7. These digits have to either be 5 or more away from each other or consecutive. So this must be consecutive, and this is 7. This cannot be 5 or more away from each other, so this must be 8 then. So this 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 1, which makes this not 1, so it's 5. That eliminates 5 here. We have a 2, 3, 4 triplet in row 6, which eliminates 2, 3, and 4 in the rest of the row. So this is a 1 here. This green cannot go this way, because if it goes this way, it's 2 or 3 guaranteed. If it goes this way, it cannot go down here, so it always will extend to here, so this is guaranteed. Cannot go this way again, so this is going that way. So this must go out here. It's likely pink. This has to extend down here, at least, and it needs access to a 6, which it cannot access going this way or this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This must then be green. And this is done. This is edge as a border. This is done. This is 8. Not that one. This is 8. 8 eliminates 8 here. This one has to go down here. This could be... I don't even know how that works. Can it... If this is not pink, this then has to be pink here, because this is a border. But it can't reach that way, so therefore this has to be pink here. Okay. Remaining digits in column 1 are 4, 9. 4 cannot be here because of 4 in the row, so this is 9, which makes this 4. 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 8. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 9. This can't be 8. Remaining, so this is... Remaining digit here is a 5. Remaining digit here is a 6. We have 3 and 4 here. Pink needs access to a 1. These are all the same region. And it must be the same as this, because if we tried to go separate region here, the problem is you'd have a 1 and a 1 in that region. So this must be the same region as the 4, at least. You have 9 has to be part of the red region, cannot be part of that. We have a 5 already in the pink region, so this must be red, which means this is guaranteed to be red there. These are different regions, so this must be red here, which forces this to be red there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the red region is done, which means this must be pink. So since this is pink, we have a 3, 4, 3, 4 pair here, which eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the pink region. So this is 2, which makes this 4, which makes that 2. That 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 3 and 4, which means this can't be 2. This is a 3. Yeah, it's between easy and challenging, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just not that great at Chaos Construction. I love Chaos Construction rule set, but maybe I'm just not that good at it, because even this it's not easy, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, the logic behind it is rather simple. But even just constructing these things, I don't think it was easy. I don't know. Maybe it's just something about the way that I do things. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably one of the easiest chaos constructions you could do, but chaos constructions always seem to be a little bit more difficult than easy. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope you enjoyed the solve either way, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.